Prepper basics. If you fail to plan, you have planned to fail. This is Throttle Up Prepper. Today we're going to be talking about planning to fail. Well, not exactly, but if you fail to plan, it's exactly what you've done. I'm Jeff. Welcome to Throttle Up Prepper, and it is Stupid Hat Sunday here in the bunker. I say stupid hat for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's a stupid hat that makes me look even stupider than I already do. But beyond that, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are no longer in the playoff hunt. I'm a Bucs fan, second only to the New England Patriots, where I'm from, and they're definitely my first love when it comes to NFL. But we got about 8 inches of snow yesterday, so just trying to keep warm. So pardon the look. So listen, the whole point of prepping is obviously being prepared in advance for any eventuality, whether it's unemployment, whether it's financial collapse, economic chaos, devaluation of the dollar, military conflict, EMP. Zombie apocalypse, the list is never ending. Now you've got all the flat earthers and Nibiru watchers saying Planet X is coming to crush our heads. So I don't know how you prepare for that. But we got to be prepared, and that's planning. That's knowing what to do and when to do it. That's having supplies you need to be ready. Food, water, medical supplies, training, certifications, the ability to communicate in a grid-down situation. We've talked about these things a little bit before, and after this video, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, into the nuts and bolts, one topic at a time. This is my last semi-general video for quite a while. But the one thing I really wanted to focus on is, for those of you who are Second Amendment people, who are all about having weapons of all sorts and lots and lots and lots of ammo. And I'm okay with that. I'm a flag-waving American. But the one thing I question is these guys that talk about, you got to have 10,000 rounds, or you got to have this many rounds of this and this many rounds of that. And unless you're going to make your own Custer's Last Stand style, whatever, that doesn't seem very practical to me. Now, you might disagree, and I'm sure I'm going to read about it in the comments. But if the stuff hits the fan and the world is pressing in on you and you got to leave, how much of that stuff are you going to be able to carry with you as you are fleeing for your life? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. But that's going to be something you got to think through. It's going to be different for everybody. I mean, if you are a rancher out in the Midwest and you got tons of land and mountains around or whatever and natural barriers and you can see trouble coming forever in the distance, I don't know. That might be a plan for you. If you're an urban dweller, which most of the people on the coasts are, I don't know. I can't see making your last stand there. It seems like a bug-out location, if ever. So you're going to need to be portable and mobile. But even beyond, how much food, how much water, how much ammo, how much guns, what kind of... beyond all that, you got to have a plan. You leave the city, then what? If you own land, good for you. If you got friends out in the country, that's fantastic. But really, part of the planning thing, I think, needs to be, talking with your neighbors, finding out, which of your neighbors are on the same page as you. Not everybody's going to be. Which neighbors are going to be able to help you? Who has skills that you don't? Who will you be able to help? Who doesn't have the skills that you have? Maybe everyone on the street shouldn't be stocking up rice and beans. Maybe you're the rice and bean guy. Maybe the guy across the street is into canning. and gardening. So he's the vegetable guy. Maybe you got a neighbor like me who used to have chickens, and maybe that's the meat and egg guy. Or maybe you're networking with people in your church, or other organizations that you belong to. Maybe you're a ham radio operator and you belong to different groups through there. Whatever it is, you need to be thinking, because if you don't, someone's going to do the thinking for you, and it likely isn't going to be the results that you're looking for. So if you haven't already start. Think these things through. It's going to sound and feel like you're maybe a little bit nutty, and it's time, maybe not for stupid hat Sunday, but maybe it's a tinfoil hat time. I don't know. Maybe you're already getting ribbon from your friends and family, or guys, your wife is like, enough. It's just stop buying backpacks already. Kind of like mine. But start to plan. Start to think things out. Become a worst case scenario kind of guy. I had a best friend in high school who used to make fun of me because anytime we'd make plans, I'd say, well, in the worst case scenario, this or that would happen, and we should plan for this. So it's kind of in my nature to look at the dark side of things. Not that that's what I hope for. I'm a pretty positive guy overall, but you've got to look at the negative. What could go wrong? And if you plan for that, then you're not caught by surprise, because the worst thing you can do in a situation is to react and not respond. I have a ministry friend who tells me that immature Christians react and mature Christians respond. But that applies across the board, within the realm of Christianity, but it applies to everything. It applies to preppers. Be prepared. That way, when something happens, you can respond and survive. This is Throttle Up Prepper. Subscribe, like, share, interact, join in the comments. I respond to everybody. I absolutely love it. And hopefully, even when this channel gets big and huge, I tell you, we'll still be able to respond and, forget about it. We'll get back to you. But subscribe, help this channel to grow. I want to be able to help a lot of people. And next time, I think I'm going to be doing a product review on something very interesting and exciting that I'm really loving. And also, by the time my next video rolls around, I might be able to tell you my ham radio call operator sign. Till next time, bless you.